see everybody here. Can you hear me? Hilary Davidson. When I was your age, I was a cross-country runner. This way, thank you. There you go. When I was your age, I was a cross-country runner. I ran for my high school. I ran for my college team. Emory University is the first women's team. And I just want you to look at me. I am not even 5'3", so I was competing against a lot of long-legged runners. But I love to run. It gave me a lot of passion and purpose and vision. So I was a good runner. So you look, how do you do that? How do you compete and do this with other folks? And I think the word for me is kind of the word that is a theme throughout my life. And I would say it's the pace. You've got to know your good pace. You've got to understand pace. You know how long you have to go, what you need to do to get there, and how fast you need to go, and when you need to go. So I was really good at setting the pace. You know, a lot of times we'd start off and I would, you know, it's a 10-mile run, and we'd be competing, and you'd see these people take off at a really crazy speed. And in the very beginning, when I started running, I would try to keep up with them and then just keel over. I would die. But a lot of times those other ones would too. So over time, I learned that, you know, I don't have to start out the gate that fast, but I need to understand what my long-term vision is and how I'm going to get there and what pace I need to go. And this is just kind of an analogy for life ahead of me. You know, you all are obviously high-achieving students. You've chosen to be here today in the middle of exams, like fit in one more thing. So I know you all will have a very fast pace. Life has so many other things that come at you, and the pace starts to pick up. You're in your career. You start a career. You, just like I was, I decided to get my master's while I was working full-time here at this wonderful university. And to fit that in and pile that on. I got married, had 2 kids, and at one point was serving on, I think it was 8 different nonprofit boards while I was still working and had 2 kids and young kids. And I just kept thinking, oh, I can keep up the pace, I can keep moving along, and I will be fine. Well, I really pretty much crashed. That was not smart. That was not a good long-term pace for my preservation, nor for the people around me. So I would say, you know, set a good pace, but, you know, don't try to race through it all. I think I was trying to do everything all at once. The failure part that comes in there overall is, you know, you do things not so great. Not so good all the time. So, you know, I had my husband saying, why are you so grumpy? And I'm usually not a grumpy person. Why, you know, I would not quite be able to get to this board meeting because I had this board meeting, and then I had something at work. So I was trying to fit it all in and be a good, you know, work person, a great person at home, a great mom, a great, you know, community servant on all these things. But yeah, ended up doing a little bit of a lot of things, and I realized my pace is really out of whack. And you know, health issues, and the minute you have family issues, you can have family trauma. You know, one of my parents got sick. There was no margin in there to take a little sideline for this. So that's where failure can happen. And that's when I was thinking about you all and the things that I really wish I had not been a repeat offender of. You know, I've gone through my life, and sometimes I'll get my pace better, and sometimes I'll just get charged up again because I get excited about it. I will learn this lesson over and over. So one of my main messages is you can fail, and you think, oh, I'm going to be great after this, and this is all fine. But do the same thing again, and the same thing again. And that is life. And I think just trying to get that right and keep that balance. One of the big things I really wish I'd listened to my mother-in-law a little bit better early on. She said, Hilary, you try to do so much, but you don't have to do it all now. You have your whole life. You know, you can start on this board later. You can do, you know, this piece of your next education at this time. You don't have to get it all done right now. And so that's my big words for you. Think about that. Think about what your priorities are. Think about where you spend time with who are those priority folks. What are your overall goals that you have with it? And don't kill yourself along the way. Life should be enjoyed, and you should accomplish things. one of the wonderful, wonderful fellows in the community that I have to put up here is perfect name, Mr. Pace. It's Stephen Pace. He was the head of our Boy Scout group for over 40 years. Very successful developer in Charlotte. Fabulous guy, but 40 years that he gave to help, adolescent boys, monthly camping trips and all this over the years. So he was extremely successful. He was a great leader. He learned to do as he's committed, but he was able to delegate well. He was able to plan his time well. He graduated over 150 Eagle Scouts, including my 2 boys, over that time period. And on the back of all the shirts of the Scout, they have one case at a time. And it's, thinking of Mr. Pace and all he did, but also all the hikes that they did together. So I just put that in us. Let's see, right in the very middle up there. There he is. He passed away last year, but he lived a very good life, and a full life, an accomplished life, but he paced it out well. So